This season, we're taking a home that was outdated and barely functional and turning it into our client's dream home. And as expected, as always, we encountered a few problems along the way, like termites and bad frame and even some foundation problems, but we got them fixed and we're still on track to finish this project on time. Now this week, we'll be installing flooring, we'll get the appliances put in, we'll completely transform this old outdated fireplace, and we'll extend the breakfast nook into the patio with a beautiful slider that'll add beautiful decorative lighting as well. All today on Texas Home Improvement.
Smile. You woke up in Texas, one of the fastest growing states in the country. Meet Jim Dutton,
Tools make the job. It ain't a good day till we tear something up.
contractor and syndicated radio show host,
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
along with the Texas Home Improvement team.
Oh, look how beautiful it is.
Here to show you how to get the job done right and protect you from out-of-state bootleg contractors.
And that's what you get when you hire a bootleg contractor.
This is Texas Home Improvement.
The project is really starting to come together. We got the countertops installed, the beams are finished, and the home is really starting to look great. Now we have to do something with that breakfast nook. It opens up to a beautiful patio, but you can't see it. So here to help us figure this out, I had to bring in the big guns. All right, Trey, here's the issue. You can look outside. You know, I mean, yes, we have a lot of stuff out there, but I want to be able to have this as a nice, open, see-through place. I need a sliding door.
So you want a sliding patio door. Now let me say something to you, because a lot of people don't really realize that deal of a sliding patio door. Which way would you want that sliding patio door to go? Right to left or left to right? Which is your access point?
Yes, I would want it to go one of those. I'd actually probably go from this way.
So you would go that way because of the wall being there and you'd have more
Yeah.
access to use whatever you might have in front over here.
Correct.
Right?
This will be a table here, so we need to open it.
So we'll do a 6-foot custom sliding patio door. 6-foot custom patio door. So we're going to take it. What are you looking about?
Yep,
Six
yep.
foot right there. So
Yep.
6 foot right there. So we'll put a custom patio door in here. Now we're going to do a little bit something different here. Where we're going to do a two-tone door. So we're going to bring the color of tan, which matches the windows here, because this window is actually going to stay. So we're going to make a tan interior and a white exterior door.
Okay.
So we can do custom manufactured doors like that, where we're not just limited to a certain color choice or pattern. We can actually multiply some of the colors together.
Okay.
So custom manufactured door. Of course, that's going to be tempered. The door is going to be tempered, and it's going to have the low-end argon gas in there as well, which will match the energy efficiency of the windows.
You know, I really think a sliding glass door will do the trick here, but my concern is I need it in a week. Now that's a tall order. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it really is a tall order. Here's the critical part. As you can see, we're darn near done.
Let's see.
When can I get a door?
So typically for a door, it takes us 4 to 6 weeks to build, but I know we're kind of on some timelines here. So we can probably get this door in the next week or so for you.
Perfect.
So
Let me put that on paper and we'll get.
put it in blood.
Okay.
It graces easier. And then we talk about installation side of it, right?
Right.
Now the installation side of it is really important, just like with the windows. You can spend $1,000 on a window and still get the exact same window that we offer.
Right.
But the point is the installation. Installation is one of the key things to do with anything else. You can get a $1 million window, but if it's not installed correctly.
Well, we're going to have to prep this one for you because we got to take this post out, fix our header, open up the bottom, move the electrical, and have this ready for the window to pop.
Now you think about the prep of that. How long is it going to take you to do the prep?
A day.
A day. So you're going to be moving pretty quickly with it.
Yes.
Okay, good. So for us, you know, put a door in. It's going to take us about 2 hours to 2.5 hours to install.
We'll have it ready.
Recaulk, reseal it, and then we're done with the door. Get your access in and out.
All right, Trey just ordered the door, so now the burden's on us to get the old windows and door out so we can be ready when the slider comes in. So we've got all hands on deck to get this done today.
Here's some stuff you need to know.
I'm Jason with DFW Improved, and I'm going to show you the easy way to cut crown. A lot of people like to lay the crown flat. You end up beveling your saw this way, you turn it this way. Gets really confusing, gets a lot of pain in the butt to do it. Easy way to do it is, let me get this squared up real quick. You imagine the bottom of your saw here as the ceiling. This rail here as your wall. So you actually end up cutting your crown upside down and backwards. So my first piece of crown is 12 inches. Make that mark. And then I roll it to where it's gonna sit on the wall. Just like that, nice and tight on that wall, nice and tight on the ceiling right there. And you just bring the saw down, and you got your piece of crown. It'll sit like that.
Now it's time to pick out the lights, and since the project is moving so fast, I gotta have them today. But it's Saturday, I also have to do the radio show. So to kill two birds with one stone, we're gonna do the show live from Gold Star Appliance and Lighting. So we can pick out the lights and take calls and answer questions on the radio at the same time. This ought to be a lot of fun.
So Jim came by today. I had no idea that he was bringing everything to do the radio show and the whole crew. So he really threw me off there, but that's fine. We made it work, and I'm so impressed with having to talk on the spot like that and do everything on the fly. I don't know how well I did, but I sure did do my best.
Hey, welcome back to Texas Home Improvement, your total home improvement source. We're talking with Taylor. We're out live today at Gold Star Appliance and Lighting, and we're doing both the radio show, but we're also recording for the TV show. And, you know, Taylor, one of the things that we were going to talk about today was actually the lighting on the home that we've been redoing.
Yes.
And we've picked out some light fixtures.
Yes.
And we got actually we have one here of the fixture. So it's basically a rod that hangs down from the ceiling, has a globe on the bottom, kind of looks like Genie's bottle on the bottom down there. It's shape-wise.
It does.
But it's clear with little bubbles in the glass.
Yes, this is called clear seated glass, and this is
Clear
the very
what?
end. Clear seated.
Seated, okay.
So it's considered seated. That's really just how the glass is blown. And it's clear seated glass. It's very, very end this year. Well, it's very great because it keeps a clean look even if it gets dusty, because I mean they're going to get dusty.
Oh yeah,
that's part of it. So it kind of keeps it hidden.
So with a clear globe like this, to me this is where the Edison bulbs really look good.
They do. They do. They shine great, and the seeds within the glass actually refract and reflect the light even more, so it makes it look even cooler. And in these, you can do multiple different sizes of Edison bulbs. So we talked about it a little bit earlier. That test tube looking bulb that we mentioned could actually fit in here as well.
Oh, really?
It could, and it would look great. So not only are you getting this awesome piece that's kind of some people would like to call it art in their home because they picked it, you also get to customize what goes inside.
Well, we got a little pigtail on here. Can you plug it in?
I sure can. Let's see.
And we'll kind of get an idea of what these look like.
Maybe.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
It's on. And so that is a nice Edison bulb in there, and I can see what you're talking about now. You can see the little bubbles in the glass, and I'm trying to see if I see it on the walls. I know at night you can, because I kind of have that look at my house.
It'll kind of skew the light a little bit, but it does still let off a really good, vibrant, full flow of light. It doesn't take away from the brightness at all. The homeowner actually chose a satin nickel.
Okay.
And that's just a regular, soft-looking silver.
Okay.
Very common, looks great, matches all of their hardware in their home as well.
Now, when it comes to light fixtures, I can see where people can get hung up on trying to decide which one they actually finally want to settle on.
Yes.
So how do you help them make that decision?
That is a question I would love to find the perfect answer to. I really would, because you really want the homeowner.
Oh, come on, we got you backed in the corner
I
here
know.
for an answer. We're live on radio and,
I know,
and
I don't-
recording TV.
I know.
It's here to be saved forever now.
It is, and I don't have the magic answer. I wish I did, because there's so many people that are like, I just can't decide, because so many fixtures look so close together. I really recommend taking a picture of your space before you come in,
Okay.
so we really can say, okay, this is what we think is a great option. Or, you know, if I need to pull the light down and bring it to your home, we can do that. But really, it comes down to personal preference. I've done for customers, I've made them Pinterest boards, I've made them idea boards, and it's worth it because they get to leave with what they actually wanted.
You know, if there's one thing that the coronavirus has taught us, is how to use pictures and video
Yes.
to make a decision on things.
Yes, I can totally agree with that. I totally agree. And it really does help. I mean, we can FaceTime and go through your home.
Well,
and
we're all
talk
getting
about it at
used
the
to
same
doing
time.
that. Even people who swore they would never use
Right.
a computer for anything.
And not seeing things up close and personal all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, the light does make your space, but you can't really go wrong. If you're looking at a light that has 4 variations of nearly identical look, try not to hang yourself up on that, because it's probably not going to break it. You're probably still going to love it. And just one little turn of a light isn't going to break your space. It's going to still look beautiful. So luckily we were able to pull it all together, but I have a great respect for all the people in radio that are able to do this day in and day out.
Okay, we got the radio show done. We got the lights. Now it's time to move on to installing the floors that Shelley helped us pick out over at Floor & Decor. You know, I really love the floors we're going to use, but before we can install such a large area, we have to make sure we get the floors level. Now, I've been talking about this for years on the radio. You have to use a floor leveler, and I'm glad we have this chance to show you exactly what I've been talking about and how it goes in. All right, if you're getting ready to put any type of hard surface down, whether it's a tile or wood floors or anything like that, it's got to be level. Used to be we took whatever came. Nowadays we use these floor levelers, and the beautiful thing about these, they go down quick and easy. You can see it's pretty liquid. They spread it out, and what he's doing here is just using that long board as a screed to make it a long wipe. And the little tracks that you see on top, they'll lay down, and you can tile on this thing in 30 minutes or so. It's ready to go quick. And that's the important part. A job's got to stay moving, but you also have to have it level enough to do the job right, and that's what they're getting ready for here. All right, now that we got all the floor leveler in, it's time to install the floors themselves, and this will really help bring everything together on the project.
Here's some stuff you need to know.
All right, we take a lot of calls on the show about septic versus aerobic systems. The big difference between a septic tank and aerobic tank, when you have septic tanks, you typically have one tank that gets all the trash into it. You got a second tank that the fluid goes into from the first tank, and then it goes out in through a leach field that soaks into the ground. It's a perforated pipe with gravel around it to allow the moisture to soak out of the pipe and soak into the ground. When you're dealing with an aerobic system, you're dealing with one large tank that goes in the ground and has 3 chambers. And it moves from one chamber to the other, each time getting cleaner. By the time they pump it out of the 3rd chamber, it's just a sprinkler system going out onto your yard, but that water has 0 nutrients. So it's not doing your plants and grass a whole lot of good, but it does really mimic a regular city sewer treatment plant. So you don't have to worry about having too much company and having an overflow problem. All right, we decided to go with Nucor waterproof flooring on this project. And one of the big reasons we did, this is really a durable floor, and the waterproofing makes it ideal if you have pets in the house, and like this house, a swimming pool where they're gonna have it coming into the bathroom, people coming in on the floor, dripping wet and stuff. It's not gonna hurt this floor. So if you wanna go with tile, hey, tile works great as well. But if you wanna go with something with a different look, it's gonna be just as durable, take a look at this Nucor stuff. It really works well. All right, this is the area where we had the issue with the transition from the house slab to this addition slab. And we had about 1.25 inches or so step going out. So they were able to float it out with floor leveler. And now you can see with the floor on top, you'll never know that it happened. All right, the floors are coming right along. Looks like they're gonna finish today, and it's kind of critical we do because we gotta get the trim baseboards and stuff put in tomorrow. Bigger than that though, we got appliances coming in. The appliances, we need to get them in so the homeowner has a kitchen working again, and that's kind of critical right now, making it where they can cook again in the house. You know, in addition to the vinyl planks, we're also going to be installing some really cool porcelain tile in the bathroom and the washroom.
Next week on Texas Home Improvement.
All right, this project's almost complete. So join us next week as we put the finishing touches on this so we can present the home to the homeowner. Plus, I'm gonna show you how to deal with those dreaded change orders. Contractors love them. Homeowners, you gotta stand your ground. Hey, got a question during the week? Go to our website, thipro.com, and click on the Ask Jim button. If you're looking for a great contractor, one that'll treat you fair and get the job done right, go to thipro.com and take a look at the contractors in your area that I've already checked out. don't forget to listen to Texas Home Improvement every Saturday and Sunday right here in Houston on News Talk 740 KTRH.
Whenever you're ready.
All right, so they got this filled with concrete, so now they're ready. They can get going with the rock on.
1, 2, so 3, 4, 5.
All right, we'll cut it.
Fingers good?
Yep. All right, this season, and you don't want me to start with that. Here we go. I really think a sliding glass door will do the trick, but my concern is we need it in a week. Now, I'm not going to use the word, but impossible? Hey, maybe, but it's still, I don't like that at all. All right, the radio show is done. We got to get the lights now, and it's time to move on to install the floors with Shelly. Let's try that again. Yeah. All right, this project's almost complete. Join us next week as we put the finishing touches so we can present the, yeah, it was curling up in the wind. There we go.
Okay, so this is what they call getting floor leveled into your house. So I'm in the back room of the house and they're putting down floor leveler, and the floor leveler is covering all exits. So I can't leave because I have wet floors here. So here's my plan of escape. I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna go out this window right here and make it through that door that's on this side. On the other side, I think there's a door and a pathway to escape. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here for a while. So anyways,